Canada. Hello everyone, welcome to our African Canadian celebration in commemoration of Black History Month. We hope the information shared today will broaden your horizon about African Canadian history.
I would like to invite spoken word with Sister Q and Judea.
Hello, greetings everybody. Hello. Well, blessed love, give thanks. So everyone, my name is Q. Hi. Nice to meet you too. You guys are very pleasant, I like this. So I'm a storyteller. And I'm here to celebrate Black History Month with you. So with my friend Judea. She'll be here alongside me for some moral support. But we're here to celebrate Black History Month, and we're going to do that in the form of some stories and some poetry. And how I tell stories is through dub poetry, and poetry, that's poetry with music. So that's what you're going to hear a little bit today. But first I want to talk about Black History Month. Because we're here to learn a little bit about Black History Month. It's the 1 month of the year we get to talk all about this history. So show of hands, we're celebrating Black History Month. Who can tell me which continent, just raise your hand, Black people came from? Who knows the answer? I'm hearing it, someone's whispering it. Right here, what is it? Jamaica. Oh my goodness, how did I know someone was going to say Jamaica? It is not Jamaica. Africa. There you go, Africa. Yes. Right here, the first one that said it. Yes, come on. Yay! We have a dream t-shirt. There you go. So yes, so you're right. So, where Black people came from is the continent, not the country, of Africa, right? And I didn't always know that when I was growing up. I'll be completely honest with you. It's something that I learned when I was getting older. And what I learned was Africa was not only the continent where Black people came from. A few years ago, they actually discovered that the very first human beings, the bones of the very first human beings, was found in Africa. I know, right? So what that means is all of us, some way, shape, or form, is connected to Africa. So when we come together and we celebrate Black history, we're actually celebrating all of our history. So we all participate, regardless of what the color of our skin is, because the very first human being was found there. So the first person to tell me that story was actually my great-grandmother. And she lived till she was 104 years old. I know. 104. By the time I was born, she was like 90-something. And she just used to sit on the porch in her wheelchair and hardly said anything. And then one day she stopped me and she said, "Hey, you." She had so many grandchildren, great-grandchildren, she didn't know who we were. She would say, "Who do you belong to?" I say, "I belong to Carlos." And she's like, "Okay, I know that grandchild, so I know which one you are." One day she stopped me and she sat me down and she told me the story. So, here we go. To give thanks and praise to the Most High. Emperor Haile Selassie the First. Africa, you say Africa. Africa, chant for Africa. Africa, that's your home, my young. Africa, chant for Africa. So my great-grandmother was a doula. Most people could not tell. She's skin blacker than rubber. She had always been. So one day she told me, she said, "Child, You's a African till the day you're dead again. Chant for Africa, Africa, that's your home, my yeah. Africa, chant for Africa, Africa, chant for Africa. See when we're punching, yes, in never lie. To the day she died. You see, you're catching me off with just my one. Tell me. Listen to your ancestors. See, in that, we never, ever go straight. So I will tell you, from this day forward, I will listen to me ancestors. And I remember, yes, you said, Africa, 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 Africa. That's your home, my yeah. Africa, time for Africa, Africa. Supporting your teacher, I love that. Yes, so my great-grandmother, she was 104 years old when she died. She sat me down one day and she said to me, you know, remember you're African. Because where I'm from Trinidad and Tobago. And that is a very multicultural island. And we have family members who look Indian, family members who look black and Spanish and all of those things, you know. And she reminded me when I was so small, she'd tell all of us, no matter what we look like, you're African. And so as I got older, I remember that. And as I started to study and go to school, and then during Black History Month, we'll talk about things like slavery and things of that nature. But as I got older and I started to study, I started to learn about the pyramids, things that happened way before slavery. And I started to learn that African people invented geometry and math. I know, right? Should we be happy for that? Science, medicine, things of that nature, you know? And that made me really proud to know that history. So I want to make sure that you know your history. And there's a place in Africa where a lot of that knowledge started from. And it's a place called Kush. And so I'm going to tell you that story.
Where she come from?
That's where she come from.
So them come from.
Where we come from.
Where she come from?
That's where we come from.
That's how we come from.
Where we're from is Alpha. The beginning and the start to the end. See where we're from is covered in Nubian skin. And lost history that's most significant. You see where we're from? Where we're from is Kush.
Where them come from?
I saw they come from.
I saw them come from.
Where we come from.
Where she come from?
I saw we come from.
I saw she come from.
Where we're from is perfect. It's the land of no time to waste because we where we're from is what? We can see it. Come on, let me make fire. You see where we're from? Where we're from is Kush.
Where we come from?
That's where we come from.
That's where we come from.
Where she come from?
Where she come from?
That's where she come from.
That's where we come from.
No matter where I'm placed. See, because of our burnt face, All we have to do is look to the east, see that Trinity reflection of our great-grandfather's pyramid creation, and we will know where our home is. Because you see, love never loses its way.
No.